also makes a difference. Hey guys, Coach Nate here from CrossFit Fullerton. I'm filming my second workout of today. All right, so today I'm gonna be doing deadlifts. After the deadlift, I'm gonna be doing, it's called the WOD or workout of the day. Let's get right into it. I'm a little bit warm from my workout before, so I won't be doing too much warm up. So a couple things on the deadlift, because a lot of people are scared to deadlift, especially those that have back injuries or have had back injuries. In a conventional deadlift, I'm gonna have my feet about shoulder width apart. I like the toes slightly pointed out. Some people are different. Some people are gonna have to go a little bit wider. Some people are gonna have to be a little bit closer. The good thing that I like to remember is I wanna be powerful. I wanna drive into the floor. A lot of people think the deadlift is a pulling motion. I'm pulling it up off the floor. While that is technically happening, I shouldn't be approaching the lift like that. If I approach the lift like that, I'm gonna position my body and I'm gonna do it wrong. So what I wanna think is I wanna think that I am driving into the floor, specifically through my heels. And as a result of that driving force down, I'm pulling that bar back up. If we go into some physics of it, any force that you exert on something, an opposite force exerts back. So same thing with the deadlift. I wanna drive into the floor and I wanna focus on my floor drive with my heels. So again, my feet are gonna be shoulder width apart. Now I want my arms to be long and I never wanna bend my arms when I deadlift. When you bend your arms, you're activating other muscles that shouldn't be used in this deadlift. The deadlift is a predominantly leg, it's gonna be hamstring and glute movement. You can get a little bit of quads in there too, but I want those to stay activated. I don't want to use my arms. If I'm activating my arms, then it's going to do weird things to my body position. Now, the first thing I always cue when I deadlift, I want to pull my scaps back. So scaps is this shoulder blade muscle right here, and I want to pull it back. Reason being, because it makes my chest bigger, it makes my back flat, right? I don't want to lift with a curved back to start. When I pull my scaps back, it engages my scaps and it puts more of the pressure on there when I'm holding that bar rather than on my back, because something's gonna get pulled when we're in this position and you want it to be your shoulder blades. You don't want it to be your low back. So by activating the scaps, kind of displaces that weight, puts it a little bit more on those back muscles that aren't gonna get hurt from taking on that load. So again, feet shoulder width, toes slightly pointed out, arms remain long. I wanna pull those scaps back. So in my position, I want to imagine that I'm like pinching a pencil in between my shoulder blades, or maybe a tennis ball right in between my shoulder blades. Now, one thing with the deadlift setup is I need to maintain a high butt position. If you see Olympic lifters and they clean, when they clean or when they go to pick up the bar, a lot of times they sink down, and then when people go to deadlift, when it translates over, they try to start their deadlift from this position. This position is great for a clean because you're gonna come up with power, not great for a deadlift, because what's gonna happen is you're putting yourself in a squat and then you're trying to pull yourself out of a squat. So what you wanna do is you wanna maintain a butt position that's slightly higher than a normal clean. So if I have the bar here, I wanna pull that bar all the way into my shins and I wanna maintain this high position looking over the bar. I need to maintain a neutral position with my head. I don't wanna be bending excessively up. I don't want to be looking down the whole time. Reason being is your spine is going to be moving depending on where your head is. And if we have a load, it just can't be good for the spine, right? So when we're deadlifting like me, 315 pounds later, I don't want to have a crazy position with my spine, because then I'm putting 315 pounds on a spine that's trying to maintain my body position, maintain this weight and pick it up. And if I'm bending it, it's just not a recipe for anything great. Other thing I forgot to mention, you want to pull that bar into you as much as you can. The stronger you're going to be is when the closer that bar is to your midline. So the midline of our body is where we're strongest, because our center of mass is somewhere around here, right? So that's where we're going to be strongest. That's where most of our weight is held and displaced. We want to get that bar as close as we can. Obviously, we can't put it inside us, but if you move it closer, right up along your shins, it's not gonna pull on your back, because if I try to deadlift with it out here, as soon as I pick it up, what happens? My low back gets activated because it wants to push me to the floor. So wanna make sure that you roll those scaps back, but pull that bar all the way in close. So again, feet shoulder width apart, toes slightly pointed out, arms long, always want a hook grip. So hook grip means you're grabbing your thumb on the other side of that bar. So the bar is in here. I have my thumb goes around first. At least 2 fingers come over it when I'm grabbing that bar. So reason being, just when that bar starts to slip, when you get sweaty or when you get tired, kind of hold on to your thumb and it helps you to keep that bar in your hand a little bit better. So again, roll over it, feet shoulder width, toes slightly pointed out. Want to hook grip that bar, arms remain long, pull that bar all the way in to my shins. Then I want to pull those scaps back, make sure I feel that muscle back there, and I want to drive through my heels, maintaining this high butt position. And as I do so, I'm going to keep that bar close, move it slightly around my knees, and stand up. So that's your deadlift right there. Again, remember, drive through those heels. Once you activate here with that high butt position, what I like to think is I like to flex my glute and I like to flex my hamstring. That way I tell my body, hey, you're going to be using these muscles, so get ready. So I like to flex them a little bit so I can feel they're activated, and then roll my scaps back, and once I do that, I start my lift. That way I make sure I maintain using all the right muscles during that lift and I don't accidentally activate my back. So I'm going to start warming up now. I did that 135 set already. I did a set of 10. So I'm going to add 225. I'll probably do a set of 5 since I'm already pretty warm. Normally I would advise always putting clips on. 225 on a deadlift, not that much, not too unsafe. And I'm only going to be doing 5 reps, but normally those suckers stay on. All right, so that was 5 reps, 225. Gonna do probably 3 reps at 275. That way I start to get warm. I'm almost to that 295. There was 3. Now I'll be adding that 295. All right, here's my first set, 295. That was a good one. Now I got about 2 minutes of rest. Hit another one. All right, number 2, for the sake of your sanity, I won't show you all 5 of the 315s. I'll show you 2. This is 295, second set. All right, this is the first set, 315. No, I wasn't supposed to, but I looked at the side because I was like, shoot, can't remember if I added 10, but I did. I did add 10. I felt it. All right, set 3. Oh, sorry to get a little bit ugly, but almost done. Last set. Move it over here. Give her an angle. Last set. That one, last one pulled me forward a little bit. All right, now I'm going to show you kind of what a wall ball looks like. 15 calorie bike, 15 wall balls. So wall balls, full squat with the medicine ball to a toss. My goal is to get it over that line, hit the wall, have it come back down. So you're going to see me as I throw the ball. I'm going to receive that ball, but I'm going to receive it right back into the bottom of my squat. Now I see a lot of people that do their squat, toss it up and catch it. And they go right back down, not right back down, they catch it and then they go down. And what they do is they kill the momentum. Then they have to start their squat from scratch and then toss the ball again. So you don't want to do that just to save yourself a little bit of energy, especially when you got 60 reps total of the bike calories in the ball. Another pointer to keep in mind, you want to keep your arms, your hands. I always keep my hands spread out. So I spread out my fingers, that way my palm becomes bigger, right? Big ball. And we want to make sure we have a wide, like a good grip on it, because if we're like this, the ball is going to teeter in our hands. Also want to tuck it under the chin. Want to use your body as much as you can to kind of support that ball. I see a lot of people grab it from the side and they bend like this to go to their squat, and then they try to toss it from here. And this is not a good way to toss that ball, especially if we're doing 60 reps. You get really tired and you're not even going to squat properly. So we want to make sure that we squat properly. We want to make sure you toss the ball. So this is working both posterior chain and upper body, because we do have to toss that ball using our shoulders and arms. So I'll show you a couple reps. Mind you, again, this is 30 pounds, so it's not very easy to throw. So you will see me possibly break quite often. So this amazing machine of death is our Rogue Echo bike. It is often the most feared and hated machine in CrossFit because this machine is literally designed to produce lactic acid in your body, zap all your energy, and make your muscles just depleted within seconds. It's like a normal bike pedal, but you also got the arms. So you work the arms, you work the legs, you work in your whole body doing this bike. So it's really good for you, tires you out like crazy. So in CrossFit, we try to get really good at this because it translates to everything. It'll make you better at everything. But plus, if you get this in a workout, you don't want to suck at it. Trust me, especially when you're competing. I've done a lot of workouts, especially on this specific bike, and I always keep my RPMs in mind because I've done a lot of workouts and I know the RPM pace that I need to maintain. There's a big difference, especially when you spend a lot of time on this bike. You can feel it from 64 to 65 RPMs, just that one increment, huge difference. It also makes a difference in the time that you finish the calories. So anyway, I'm gonna get started. I hit a good workout. Like I said, this was my second session, but the good thing about CrossFit is it's what we say infinitely scalable. So no matter if you're a CrossFit Games athlete or you're coming into the gym for the first time, the workout can always be scaled or modified to fit like where you're at and what you're comfortable with. So hope you guys have a great day. Click that subscribe button, smash the like. I appreciate you guys. Thank you.